Going great, dude.
Good.
Can you see, guys? We have plants. Little palm. That make it feel just a little homier.
Something to lighten the mood a little bit. If you ever want to feel like you're floating, it's the right plants. Huh?
Oh, you're talking about this.
Yeah.
It feels like it's relevant, you
It's
know.
a little crooked.
It is a little crooked, but hey. I don't know. It was before, but then it kind of got covered up. Yeah, I'll play around with it.
Play around with it.
Yeah, dude, this is like just sitting in a corner collecting dust in my room, and I'm like, this feels too cool to like just be sitting there. Like, there's got to be an angle or something that we can put it on the wall, or I don't know. Yeah. One of these days, we will have these things listed in the Anthem network, which I think we've probably been saying for like 2 weeks now. 3 weeks. Are there 2 traces? One. Yeah.
He's a mute.
While we wait for everybody else, guys, you should ask Joey about his juicing journey.
Juicing journey.
Yep. He's becoming an avid juicer.
Been working on I think they have to ask me about it for me to talk about it.
That's fair.
You told them to ask me.
Oh, I guess nobody cared.
Nobody asked.
Okay, next topic.
No, we'll keep it going.
So I thought that was cool, but no. Nope. Bummer.
That's so funny.
Oh, we got Katie here. Hey, Katie. Welcome. Annie, welcome. How's your choir dictatorship going? People show up? Anybody come? Wow.
No.
Oh, interesting. Mobile?
On vertical. It looks like you're vertical. Interesting.
What if you flipped it for a second to test it? If you flipped it horizontal.
Weird. Nope. You're sideways.
Has that been a thing for everybody who's tuned in?
I don't know. Weird.
I don't think we've... So it's getting a little
Vintage.
Did it do that for you ever before, Lenny? Interesting.
Gio, can you try unpinning us and see if that fixes the problem? Okay.
Okay. The phone people.
It's definitely going to help when we screen share for us to be bigger.
Just put us really, really close together. Nah, I'm good.
No, he's got this natural deodorant on.
Okay.
It's a little.
Just a
I like my
It's
space.
like a cloud around me. You know how in Charlie Brown, that kid that never
Yeah,
showers,
that kid.
has that that cloud around him? Well, we all got here. Hope Diana's tuning in. Who else were we talking to this week? Was Alicia
I was wondering
saying
if she was
gonna pop on?
I was wondering if she was gonna join. I know she started her school group this week.
Yeah. Figured that might be a hot topic. Oh, yeah. Oh, nice. So you're making waves. She's making waves, everybody.
She's making spark music.
Sparks are the opposite of a wave.
It goes along with her band's name, though.
I know. Back in my worship director days, like 7 years ago or something, 8 years ago, I was at a church like that where it was very, very like old congregation. The average age was like 60 or 70, and they were like planted in hymns. You could not get these people to like move. And I like slowly but surely, I would have to do mashups. So I would like do a hymn and then tag the other song at the end, or vice versa. And then like every now and then there'd be a Sunday where all of a sudden I'd put one light in the middle of the stage to put a color on the back. See how everybody thought of that?
Pushing the limits.
2 weeks later, snuck another one in. And pretty soon there's like lights everywhere, and it like did it really slowly.
Careful now.
Yeah, I know. Rocking the boat. Rocking the boat. So that's what I'm saying you should do is like, you just got to slowly get them. Like, oh, a mashup of, what was that song about gratitude? What was that? That's a nice one, you know? That's how you get them. Technically, but I appreciate you reiterating that because I think that would be a good move. You genuinely could do that. How great their art. Yeah. Why have I never heard of that before? That chorus that you just sang. That's cool. Yeah. Do you know the thanks song?
Mm-mm.
Does anybody else here know the thanks song? I've never heard of that. Katie kind of knows it. It's like the New Orleans.
Let's.
That's like New Orleans jazz. Yeah. The only way you can perform that properly in a church is with a brass band backing you. A trombone. There has to be a trombone. Actually, is that your social security? What is that? Canadian social security number?
You're so open with all that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
It's a cultural thing. You won't.
Trace, did you not hear her do the trombone runs in between singing that last little song? That's proof. I have one more question, Eleni. When you were starting that church, did you utilize your bouncy houses to get it launched, to get people interested in it? Like during the sermons? That's incredible.
Eleni, do you care if we share that video right now?
Guys, Eleni was like low key in a text thread.
Okay.
She's like, guys, like I've got a bouncy house business and like I've also got an ice
Yeah,
cream
like
shop.
a year ago, we're like, oh, okay, yeah. She bought like one of those like bouncy houses, those like smaller ones you have at a kid's party or
It's like,
whatever.
cool. Throw it in
Like,
the yard.
Forgot
Everybody's got
about it,
one.
and then all of
Yeah.
a sudden we get this video.
Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
What?
I thought you were going to say my mom was a bouncy castle owner and my mom's mom was a bouncy castle owner, and it's like passed down
Generations.
Yeah. 4th generation.
Generational bounce.
Bounce.
How do
Bounce.
how do we work that? Yeah,
Generational bounce.
How do we work that in there?
Dude.
Yeah.
We're going to have to look into this. Bouncy castle.
There you go.
Yep. Bouncy boat. Well, that's the topic for this week. I hope you guys all got value out of this call.
It's a great call.
Let us know what you think in the community section. All right. Let's get into this, guys.
Anybody hit the lottery yet?
The lottery.
Anybody win the lottery yet? You want to share it with all of us?
Like they just had a breakthrough.
Yeah, breakthrough.
Breakthrough lottery. We've got some stuff we can talk about from posts in the community, but I'm just curious, does anybody have something pressing or top of mind that they want to chat about? Cool. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yep.
Yep.
Nope.
Playlist.
No other ones.
Playlist, push, and there's
Submit Hub.
Submit Hub.
Yeah, another one.
And I take it. Wow, which one's the purple one? Is that Submit Hub? Let me check.
I thought that was. I don't think we've used Groover.
Okay, I've used Submit Hub. Playlist, push. We're aware of it. We know it has a lot of credibility, but we actually personally have not used it for a campaign. But there is credibility there. Yeah, it really just is a game, guys, of like finding the handful of credible networks that exist, and you kind of use each one for whatever it offers. Especially when there isn't overlap or major overlap with them. That's a sweet spot. So you're gonna try those out, or? Mm-hmm. Yep. It's a couple hundred, right? Yeah. Yep. Interesting. Okay. Is this you pulling this up?
Yeah, I'm just scrolling through it.
Well, that's handy.
We can keep moving.
No, that's good. And while we're quick on the playlist topic, anybody having any momentum going on their playlists that they're growing? Katie, were you saying? Yeah, jump in. How many followers you got from it so far? And this is for an elevation cheat. Great move. Great move. There it is. So then, okay. So I want to quick explain this. That call, I think a lot of you were on that call that we had where we were talking about this concept of cheat playlists and building a playlist around an upcoming album, like Elevation Worship, name of the album, or name of the album, Elevation Worship, whatever, right? That whole concept. And I think, Aaron, we were talking in the community section. You were like, yeah, still not getting traffic. But Aaron has already learned the skill of running ads in meta campaigns, right? And learning how to set up a campaign and say, I'm going to spend $5 a day or $10 a day running traffic to a set group of people that like worship music, that like Christian music, stuff like that. And they also use Spotify, or they're interested in that interest category. And then I'm going to run that traffic instead of running it to, what was your other one? It was like Christian pop, and you had like a worship one. You had two of those that you were growing with that budget. And I was like, bro, what if you combine the two? Because Joey and I have done this a lot in the past when we were getting started, is create a cheap playlist, stream it. So like combine the strategies here. So still stream it daily, still update it, still name this thing after the popular album that's dropping, and then still have like all the keywords and everything in there. But now you make an ad for that and you run the traffic to that. And just like that, he's already gotten 25 in a day. What's the daily budget? 15. Okay.
It's a good move.
Awesome. So you figure, what, 15 times what's a week or something? 7 or 8 days? Yep. So how long is it going to run yet? Okay. So you might get a few hundred, couple hundred. Okay. Okay. Awesome.
Great.
Okay.
Yeah. Is there any way you can sustain that ad spend all the way through Easter? Yeah.
Yeah. And that album drops in a week? Okay, this Friday. So that's great timing. So again, this is what we would do in the past when we were growing all these is we would time the ad so that it ran like the week leading up to it and like a day after or two.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, dude, it's the right strategy because now that playlist is going to be getting all these, new listeners, and the algorithm is going to be like, hey, maybe this is a playlist worth starting to pass around, right?
Plus, they're going to push it really hard.
Oh, and
they want to land their songs for church services and radio and all that stuff too.
So that's a great move.
You'll be able to piggyback off that.
I have a question for everybody. When we're talking about this concept of running meta ads to playlists, have any of you experienced that at all? Tried that at all? Maybe give me like a thumbs up or a thumbs down so we can see. Trace, that is neither a thumbs up. Okay. So that
basically sums it up, doesn't it? It's try to try. So Katie was the ad space for sure.
Katie was a no. Eleni, did you say no as well? No to you. I can't see Amy, but I'll assume probably a no. Yeah.
Yeah.
The single song campaigns, the trick with those, dude, is they're finicky and you might need to test out A/B test like 5, 10, 15 pieces of content to finally find the one that works, as opposed to running ads to grow playlist. We've pretty much created our own method. I don't know how much we've talked about that, but we pretty much created our own strategy, and it's like a type of ad that it works every time, and we just stick to that thing. That's probably going to be worth us dropping in the curriculum at some point.
The only problem is it's kind of like the algorithm for social media, where I don't know how many times we've had to go back to the drawing board, probably 2 or 3 times, because Facebook, not only are they changing on Instagram and Facebook their algorithm for the organic stuff, but they're changing a lot of stuff on the back end. So I think that one of the big things was, 2020 was...
Well,
every time we have an election year, it screws it up. That's one thing.
Yeah, Christmas, the New Year's, everybody's competing for ad space. So then the prices, from our experience, like quadrupled, and our reach got cut in like 75%. So those are tough times. But like he was saying, the tricky thing is that, like Spotify, like you guys have maybe experienced how, wow, it's another year. Oh, did Spotify just make another update? What's happening? I thought I knew the patterns of the algorithms. Why are these dipping? That same thing, Facebook loves to do that as well. But what Facebook loves to do is say, hey, everybody, we're going to remove all Christian artist targeting to protect the world.
You used to target Lauren Daigle fans. Not anymore.
Yeah.
We're removing her for King and Country.
So there was a sweet spot back in like 2020 when we started running those ads. Dude, Aaron, we were getting we had some of our worship playlists at like 3 cents a click or a follow.
It was humming, yeah.
And like hundreds a day off small budgets. I'm talking like $5 to $10 cranking. And then that whole thing, they removed all that and it just tanked and we had to like start from zero. It's getting to the point now, guys, that and we could probably, Aaron, if you want to do this sometime too, like we could even do a call walking through what you're doing and share some of the stuff that we've been doing or done in the past and just kind of walk through that because their new updates, I think what they're trying to do is as they remove interest targeting, they're basically trying to make it so that the AI can help find your audience easier on the back end. Again, if you guys haven't played around with this, you don't need to dive into this right now because it's kind of like learning Braille. Okay, so then Yep. So it's just finding that worship Christian audience, even though you're not even listing it anymore. Well, that's... Yep. And just the title, basically it being a worship playlist or whatever, will draw that audience. So, do you guys have any interest in learning this at some point and adding this skill to your tool belt? Yay? Okay. We'll put that on the list to get in there.
It's going to take some money. You're going to have to...
You have to pay to play on that one.
Yeah.
You got to put tokens in the machine.
It's going to take some real money, and you're going to lose some money on it.
Some hair or money. Okay. Fantastic. Dude, great share. Keep us posted in the community section, maybe over this next week, how that thing performs for you. And anybody else who has specifically an Elevation Worship cheat playlist, let us know if you see any movement come Thursday, Friday, Saturday, once that project drops. And now Trace is going to perform a song.
This is Silly Songs with Trace.
Did that happen one other time too?
No. What?
Where his video was supposed to be off? Like, what are you doing?
I was waiting for some like Veggie Tales or something.
Dude, these multitaskers, man.
I feel like we got to bring our instruments or something. I feel left out.
Like a guitar or some. Oh my gosh. We're picking on Trace, and everybody's doing the exact same thing.
Everybody's like, I just want a song right.
Yeah.
I don't want it.
Fantastic.
I just want to be creative.
Well, does anybody have anything else they'd like to bring up? Shoot.
See?
It seems like there's a producer in this
almost
call
like
right now.
It would be great if we had a producer in this call
Is that
is open to
any producers here?
work.
Oh, there
This
he
is
is.
where we would hit the applause button. I don't know if you... Nope, that's the wrong one.
What up, dude? What'd she hit?
She hit the wrong button.
Oh. Was it crickets?
Go for it. What up, Abel?
How's it going, dude? Oh, that's funny.
You're one of the 10 people that saw that post. Thank you. We're hustling.
Annie, Abel is in fact a producer. One of the few producers actually in the network right now.
I know.
So you can definitely talk to him and see if you guys overlap with stuff that you're doing. So yeah, feel free to do DM or connect in the network or whatever you need to do. The question though was, how do I find more producers? Is that what you're talking about? Okay. It's kind of a networking game.
It really is.
To be honest.
Mm-hmm. Abel, you might be able to speak into this. What should artists look for in a producer, and what should they watch out for?
Hmm. It's credibility, really. Yeah. Abel's like, what is all this traffic? Why is everybody's filling out forms right now?
Yeah.
Abel's like, what's happening? Yeah. On his team. Yeah. Yep. Yep. And you guys know too, the value of personality wise meshing really well. If you're gonna create something like a song, right? This intimate thing that you're taking from all your experience and everything, you obviously need to be a good fit. You guys know that already. Um, there's also something to say too there, Abel, about the whole credibility thing, because how many of you get DMs constantly on Instagram from marketing companies? And it's like, or whatever the company is, hey, we've got an offer for you. Do you guys want 10,000 followers tomorrow?
We're gonna feature you on our page.
It's only $9.99. Can we feature you? Like all this stuff. And early on in the days, like we've talked about, like we DM'd Lenny 5 years ago, and then 4 years later, she took it seriously and followed back or something. Early on, like credibility wise, we didn't have as much credibility. Our website didn't look great. We didn't have ourselves, like our personalities out there. So I will say, it's always in your incentive to look for people that are like leading with their personality and their faces, and like they are who they are claiming to be, and they'll jump on a call with you. Even if it's not a paid call, it's like, hey, let's quick hop on a call, or like I'll send you a voice message over Instagram, or like something personal, like a personal touch. I can't tell you how many times that has gotten so many good things to happen for us just by, doing that. It's a real thing. Z, Alpha,
She's Gen Z.
Theta, Beta, Z. I don't know.
We are a little weird about it. Just a little bit.
Yep. 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 And another. Lenny approved. One other thing too here, guys. If you offer services here in the community, I would personally highly encourage you, and Joey and I have talked about this, to create some sort of network deal for new people that haven't ever used your services before. It is just another way to give value before taking any sort of value. And you'll be just surprised what happens when you make an offer that it's like, oh, that's actually, yeah, I want to try that out. Like the amount of producers that we have worked with and tested out and tried out over the past few years, some of them just gave us phenomenal deals where we're like, dude, yeah, done. Like, we'll absolutely try one out. Like, even if it flops and it doesn't work, like, it's worth it. Like, absolutely. And then that relationship gets built. That's something to look for. But back in the day, like with Mass Anthem, we knew one producer. And we used him for a few years. And then, you start networking, you start putting out content, offering your services. People introduce you to someone. Wow, okay, here's another producer. And you just kind of keep doing that. That is how we've built up our producer network. But ideally, we're gonna try to get as many of these producers into the network, guys, so that you guys can all just hit each other up.
I know we talk a lot about content for artists, but I know Abel personally, and he does a lot of TikTok content. Abel, how's your social media going for trying to land more clients?
Solid. Yep. Hit it on the head. And one more thing you can do, Anna, too, on your Sparks profiles or your personal profiles, start to post stories asking people, hey, does anybody know a producer? Hey, who do you guys use for your producer? Well, we've done that so many times in the past when we're looking for people. We'll just blast it across our stories. Hey, who do you guys know? The amount of DMs we sometimes get from that is staggering. Hey, this is my producer. Check him out. Hey, this is my producer. Check him out. We'll jump on calls, like especially early on in this company, we just hop on calls to help artists and free calls to just get to know people. And at the end of the call, we ask them, hey, by the way, who's your producer? Like, who do you love the best? Who do you whatever? Just a networking game. And you start accruing a list of Instagram handles and emails. And eventually you just start hitting them all up.
I mean, go down the list. Like, I know from Diana's music from her recording and stuff, like if we go down the list of all the people, all the artists in the network, and we just asked you guys, you probably know about 2 or 3 producers that you've worked with that you recommend, right? At this point?
Yeah. And one more thing for this, to tie a bow on this, you could also just go to Spotify, go to the credits under every song that you see everybody else doing, see who's listed under producer. Start looking on Instagram, do a little stalking, see what you can find. See if you can find the person. Abel loves a cold message. Is it?
Oh my goodness.
No, he uses it a ton. Yes, Abel a ton. that was really good, Annie. Thanks for sharing that. That was
Gold star.
gold. She already has a gold star.
She's got 2.
Two gold stars. We have a running list of gold stars, by the way, that we sometimes award out. Nobody knows what they're good for yet.
Nobody knows what the monetary value of a gold star is.
We do, but we're not telling anybody. So, yeah, it's in the curriculum.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're the only one in there right now. It's at the bottom of the roadmap. So far, Annie has 1 star from December 3 from me. I guess I had to add it. That one was for me. I guess Joey
The second one was for me.
gave you another one.
Yeah.
Okay.
You've got 2 gold stars.
No, Diana's don't count for anything.
She's a moderator. She's not an admin on this account.
She forgot all the gold stars we gave her. She'd be spreading love. Well,
Who's that?
I don't know who that is.
Oh. Does anybody know him?
You made his coffee? Okay. Gio's got coffee connections. You don't actually have his contact information, though. You just made him a coffee. Okay.
I
It's a
wanted to
start.
respond to, was that Katie that dropped a message asking for, is it Abel's handle? Who? Yeah, that's. Oh, he's the baterista. That means drummer in Spanish. Did I say it right?
And keep in mind too, Abel, you can type that in the chat maybe.
I think you just dropped it in there.
Yeah. Keep in mind too though, guys, you can, Trace got it pulled
There
up
he
on
is.
his screen as well, if you need it there. Thank you, Trace. Keep in mind too, within the network, you can literally DM each other directly. So just, when you check in every week, check your messages, your notifications. Somebody might DM you. That's a great way to do it too. Shoot an Instagram message, shoot a DM in the network. One of those will probably go through. Cool. Okay, this is good. I had a thought here. If there is nothing else pressing that anybody wanted to get to, Katie, I really liked your post a day ago in the community, just giving an update. There could be some really good stuff in here to chat about. You're quick. Very nice.
Oh, I got school pulled open, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you want to talk about?
Well, I just want to highlight this too. You guys, just a reminder, you're going to get out of the network what you put into the network. And this is a great example too. Like, Katie's on it. She's, you know, we had a call and we talked about some stuff to do. Bam, you know, within half a week, she's already checking things off the box. A week, she's already checking things off. So this is just a really good, good reminder for everybody. It's like, try to be intentional with, like, you know, even if it's one thing from every call, just see if there's one thing you can pull. Even if it's something like she went and finally claimed her Amazon and her Deezer profile. Fantastic. You know, that's just a little thing that inches you further and further and further.
That's a win for me.
That's a win.
That's a win.
Now, I would be intentional, Katie. Now, have you done any? Well, you probably haven't released a song yet since claiming those. So you haven't done any Amazon pitches yet? Like a Spotify pitch? Okay. Okay. Oh, bummer. Okay. Just a reminder though, is you know how you go into your Spotify for artists and you pitch a song to the editorials in your pitching tool? Amazon Music also now has a pitching tool that has gotten significantly better over the last couple of years. And it actually does make a difference when you pitch your song. Like we actually do see songs get more traction, specifically in the first month or two, but like overall in general, they seem to be favoring them. So just keep that in mind now. Every release you have, there is now two things to do: pitch Spotify, pitch Amazon. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Yep. Cool. Releasing an instrumental version without your voice on it. Is that what you're saying? Yeah. Cool. Yeah. $200,000. Okay. Did you, super quick question to follow up on that, Trace? Did you put anything behind it, like any intention for marketing or getting that thing support? Or is that kind of just like the bonus thing of like, I really like this, I'm going to do this for me? Okay. So one thing that I want to highlight here is, what would the name of the song be, Katie? Waiting. Okay. So you would basically just have waiting hyphen instrumental or something like that. Okay. Cool. Yep. Did you know we've got a couple instrumental brands too?
I was
Yeah.
gonna say,
Yeah.
I'm
One's
curious
called
to know what your instrumental would sound like.
Yeah. One's called Words Fall Short, and it's like piano sleep, very like peaceful. We'll put them in like 432 hertz and like mess with the frequencies and like make it really peaceful. And then the other one is Biblify, and it's like Christian lo-fi.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll do a lot of covers, and now we're getting into more of like the original space. There very much is a place for those, and there kind of is their own strategy for those. But I will say this. Last year, Spotify made an update that they were no longer sending versions of previous releases that you release again to your release radar on Spotify. So this is a Spotify thing. So just keep that in mind. We, at that time, we were doing this live EP with Seth and Rachel, and it was super cool. And like, we've seen all the other groups like, oh yeah, you put live in the title and live on the songs because it's live. Well, after 2 songs didn't hit any release radar, and it, like day one, it's like, okay, normally there's like 12 to 20,000 streams, and I see 150. something's wrong. And come to find out, they were sick of artists that get a song to pop off of then putting like the sped up version, and then the slightly darker pop version, and then more reverb version, and then the instrumental, and like bam, like spamming 10 different things, that they switched the rules to kind of take away the incentive of doing something like that. So if you do something like this, what we've found is like, if we do something live, like a live worship thing, we just don't call it live anymore. We just call it whatever the name is. If we do an instrumental thing now, we just call it whatever the name is. We don't put instrumental.
It's super weird. Yeah.
And it's like, we would rather have the thing go to our release radar. So that's something that you can think through, like, okay, if I have an EP, what could I call the EP that like hits on the head that it's instrumental, maybe without saying that it's instrumental, to kind of skirt around that? Yep. 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 Just don't choose it as a version when you're uploading it. Upload it as if it's a brand new song. Yeah, because that's where Spotify was getting us with that. We haven't done it since, so I'm assuming they're still doing that. And one other thing too is, you technically could, after a month or two, go back into your distributor and update the name. So do what you got to do. Saw that. Mm-hmm. Cool. He's quick with that screen, everybody. Be careful.
Better watch out.
He'll find you. That's organic. Scroll the comments. So if you scroll up, does she have her playlists already made that people can find? Or like in her like if you click on Kitty Williams and you go to her playlists. Okay. So here's where you can literally take this same exact strategy that we're doing with Spotify and you can copy paste the thing to YouTube. Obviously, you have to look up the videos and like find the videos as opposed to just the songs. But what is stopping you from having a Christian music for sleep or peaceful, like if we're talking your instrumentals, for example, there you go. You can have a playlist that includes others, people that are similar to you that you're aiming for with their sound, and you put yours in. Same goes with your whole catalog, and people will just start to find those. The ads get tricky. YouTube was cracking down on Christian music.
Yeah, same thing as Meta. Yeah,
as well. So we actually had to step back from those. So what you really could do is focus on, just having them up to date there, and maybe putting a link in the descriptions of your content.
Are you still getting a lot of traction on this video?
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. No
Yep.
pun intended. Cool.
Yeah. Yeah. I have a random YouTube tip for everybody watching. If you want to get more traction or more traffic to your feature FM, or I see you have your hyperfollow up here, you can also drop it in as a comment and pin that
Pin that comment.
on every single video. And more people, all the people who are coming down here to read the comments will most likely see that top comment that you put there. So you might get more traffic to your hyperfollow or your feature FM.
Yep.
Yeah.
Go to her page too, Katie Williams. Go to her posts. Click the post section.
This?
Yeah. And this is another great thing to do too. When you upload a new video, you can also like take a screenshot of that video, make that the post, and then put watch now and like have the link directly in the post to try to pull people over. That's another good little tip if you're trying to get traction initially. So it's like upload video, pin a comment, take a screenshot quick, takes 20 seconds, put it in the post. Just little things. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did that make sense to you?
So you're uploading. Are you saying, did you make covers and post it to your YouTube?
Or is it somebody else's content?
Yeah.
So you're covering your own song.
No, she's got covers. She got covers down here. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sharing revenue.
It's
Mhm.
sharing revenue. Yeah,
Yep.
there's probably a little sliver of the pie that they're still letting you have
Yeah.
off of that.
Interesting.
It's small. They love to, man, once they know it's a cover, they love to swoop in and pull as much of that as they can. But there's usually a little bit from the covers. Cool. Okay. Well, great work. Love to see you checking these boxes off. Yeah.
And she's in the finance space. She's going to hit every single one of those.
But she still made it to the call.
Present and accounted for.
No pun intended there. Accounted for. That's good.
That's good.
Yeah.
I wish I meant it like I knew
Yeah.
it, what I was saying, but
Yeah. Well, okay. Well, thanks for sharing. Let us know what else you're up to as you're moving through all this stuff. Any more insights? Love to see it. Anybody else have any thoughts? What they're working on? I feel like we've talked to quite a few people. I have yet to meet
nope.
anybody in person that has chosen Deezer above any of the others. Seems like more people would choose iTunes over Deezer. But from a brand coherence standpoint, it's like you might as well claim them. Go get the Deezer, go get the Tidal, go get the Audio Mac. What's Audio Mac? Yeah, that was a new one for me too. Go hit that one. Here, actually, let me pull up. Yeah, Audio Mac, SoundCloud, Deezer, Tidal. What was this one? I don't even know how to pronounce this one. Anghami? Anghami?
You want to plug in your computer so that we know you're okay?
Oh, yeah, I have it. That I'm not having a stroke right now trying to pronounce a normal word.
We need some context here.
Jason, are you okay, man?
He's tweaking.
Anghami. This is another one. Basically, I'm just going down my Feature FM links here. This is where I started to find all of these other ones. And that one looks like this little colorful wheel. Nope, that's SoundCloud. But this one right here. So you can check that out. Just a good, safe practice. I mean, I was going through those and looking at Elevation Worship's profiles on all of the different platforms. And obviously they're a huge brand and they have a ton of people listening everywhere. And it's like, wow, Pandora still has 2 million monthly listeners for Elevation, which is wild. But from a brand standpoint, it's like the net is cast everywhere. They will collect every fish that jumps into it. Fish being listener, fan. So if you're planning on doing the music thing for the long haul, you might as well have the nets cast out to be ready for everybody if and when something does connect, something does hit. So Yeah, nice work on that. You got all these other ones too? Cool. It's just kind of a pain in the butt, to be honest, especially once you start having many profiles for different genres of music and many emails and many Instagrams and social medias to provide proof of ownership. And like it's a lot. But again, if you're going to do it, you might as well do it well.
I was just looking up. So the difference in listeners, Spotify 751 million, Deezer 20 million.
That's monthly, by the way. Think about that. 750. They're almost to 1 billion monthly users.
I think Deezer might be a higher streaming rate.
No, Deezer is, and this is actually in the funding course that we're still finishing up that we were just talking about today. We have a screenshot there that compares the royalty payouts for a lot of these different streaming platforms. It's pretty wild to see the differences of like even Amazon and Apple are double Spotify. Deezer and like Tidal and all these other ones, they do pay significantly more. They're just way less scalable unless you can somehow tap into that audience. And one more quick thing, while I'm on this Feature FM link, we just locked in our affiliate guys with Feature FM. So their team just sent us the link, meaning we can get you guys 50% off your first 3 months if you ever decide to try it out, use it. So we're going to be putting that into the social media section soon. So you guys have that. Bam.
We'll let you know.
Yeah, good question. Trace, thanks for asking that. I would encourage you all to make sure you're collecting your profiles and such. Anybody else? Anybody else up? I was really hoping Alicia would have made the call to talk about the school stuff, but maybe that'll be a next week thing. Oh, really?
East Coast. Central.
It's 8 right now, 8 p.m. Now we're behind? Okay.
Hour ahead.
Hour ahead?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess, yeah, hour ahead.
Well. I'm just happy that the studio is done. Like,
Dude.
I don't know if you guys see, we got plants looking good. We went plant shopping this week.
It's technically close to being done. We have just
We need
some
a table here.
coffee tables that have to show up yet, and some like computer things to set our computers on.
Legs are falling asleep right now, but we're good.
So what we're actually doing is the next stage, now that we have this built and it doesn't look like a homeless studio setup, is now we can actually have people on for live interviews. So now what we're going to start doing is going down our list of everybody we know in the industry, whether it's publishers or distributors or other label people or like
Or artists.
artists, any of you, especially like artists that have had something crazy happen, song pop off, viral moment, stuff like that, where we can, just kind of get into the weeds of some of that stuff with them. So we're going to start doing live calls here, recording that. And we're also going to start putting out more content on the YouTube channel side of things, and just trying to share more value and share more behind the scenes and like our journey and all this stuff, so that other artists can kind of see what's going along, what's taking along. And it's the same reason that we're telling you guys of like authenticity, your personality wins all of this stuff for your fans and everything. Same exact reason. We're like, we need to let other people see who we are, what we've been doing, that we, hey, look we can talk about this because we've done this, or hey, look at these other people that we've worked with, and like share all of this stuff so that we're casting a net and starting to draw in new artists that we can connect with and have join the community.
Mm-hmm.
So
I would like to.
Yes, that is on the docket.
Is on the docket.
I agree. That would be dope.
That is the next phase. We have all the equipment,
Yep.
which is good.
We just have
Everything's set up.
It's a new uploading like distribution strategy.
It's like being another artist.
Yeah.
And it's like there's an upload process and an editing process and figuring that out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. And once we kind of have all of this stuff live, then the plan is to kind of go back and update the website, putting more of our faces on the website and just sharing links to this stuff. And
you know what? This is a good time. We have our core group of people here. A lot of you guys have been here since the beginning. Here's what we're trying to figure out. What's this next level of the school community? And we're trying to figure this out when you're talking about the podcast. This call is supposed to be like really confidential. Like I want you guys to be able to come to these calls and talk about like anything that's going on in your career, any deals that you're working on. And we're not going live with your guys' talking. But the problem is we're also not going live with any interaction. So right now it looks like a one-sided conversation. But I want to protect a lot of that for these calls that we have right now. So what we're trying to figure out for the
quick explain that it's going live on YouTube, but we're not having them.
So here's what we've been testing. We are actually live on YouTube right now. We've got like 8 subscribers, but
we're cranking.
You guys are not live at all. Your audio's not coming through. It shouldn't be coming through. So it just kind of looks like a one-sided conversation.
When we talk, it's us.
The YouTube thing is like we're just testing it out to see if it holds up, if we run into any snags for when it gets bigger. But what I would love to do eventually is, I don't know if you guys are familiar with, a really great example is the Dave Ramsey show. That guy has like people call in and everything's recorded. But the thing is like in the music space, like you want to be pretty confidential with what we talk about because it's so small and tight knit that it's like, I want you guys to feel like you can come to this Tuesday night call and feel like you could talk about whatever.
Yeah. It's like when you have had a poor experience with a company in the space and you actually want to talk about it and say, hey, by the way, guys, just a heads up, this is the company that I was working with. This is the situation that happened, whatever. We want to be able to talk freely with you guys about this stuff without there being drawbacks. It's like, obviously our team isn't clipping that stuff to post it. And, that's what we're trying to avoid of like going live with everybody being heard on YouTube and everything, because it kind of takes away, again, the confidentiality of it.
Yeah.
But we're also trying to work through how to provide value potentially to new artists that are just listening in or catching something on YouTube for the first time, or TikTok, or whatever platform they're on, where it isn't like crickets. And then Joey and I make a comment and then crickets.
We're getting literally half the conversation.
And then we're talking about something random.
Not fun to listen to.
Yeah.
But maybe there's another time, or I would love to get, if you guys have any feedback on this of what would be cool, but I would love to have the entire conversation live like a show. But every artist that comes on the call like knows that they're live. So that they're going to be hopefully a little bit more reserved on like what they say, and they're not going to like anything that they say, they know that they're live. But this is different.
And our question was going to be, do you feel like that's going to take away from your ability, your freedom to talk freely and share what you're wanting to share? And maybe we could open that up for you guys quick. Of like, if you knew that we were also having this conversation go live on YouTube and TikTok, and what is it, live on Instagram too?
No, that's the next phase.
Or Facebook?
So
okay, adding
the
all
goal
those.
is we still have to get our followers up, because there's another next level to this, to where we can take it and go live to TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. It's all the same show, the same feed. Which I've been testing that with my own stuff. We just need to get our followers up in order to do that on certain platforms. But again, it's like it's kind of half of a conversation right now for listeners.
So I don't know. Curious on your thoughts, guys. What do you think about that? Any pros? Any cons? Fire away if you have anything.
I like that.
Because you've got a lot of confidential stuff, Annie.
Yeah.
You got to be careful with your choir dictatorship. You got to watch yourself.
What happened?
Wait, were you eating bread in one of them? What happened?
I have to go back and look. I love that. I love that.
Hey, y'all can do. She's accepted it. Were you making like?
Oh, I can't see it. Can you pin him up so I can see it?
Oh, he's playing it. Yeah, pin Trace.
Put him up there.
Okay, let's see when Annie pops up.
Is it the beginning?
There it is, Annie. I'm just like,
I love that.
I'm just talking and you hear like a. Is that a sourdough bread? What is that? What kind of bread is that? Oh, is it a different one? Okay. Pin him again. Oh. We're gonna Annie, we're gonna play a game. It's gonna be guess which food Annie is snacking on for the next call. It's like, is that a bowl of chili? Is that a Laffy Taffy? Just pick something different every time. Oh gosh.
Yeah. I had the idea of having our team take the calls out of context just to post them in the group to just like completely random moments.
That'd actually be pretty funny.
Like eating the bread.
Annie, it's like us asking Annie a question, and it just zooms in and she's just eating bread instead of answering the question.
I don't know if you guys saw in the Eleni post. It was like the long form video of us. We were talking about Reply Rush, and like she just like her computer like crashed out like at the beginning, and I just left that in the beginning when I was editing it down. I don't know if anybody saw it yet,
I didn't watch that part.
It was so funny.
Did you leave the part where her dog was just sitting on top of her the entire time, and it's like bigger than her?
She like kept grabbing her nose. Yeah,
She zoomed out. It was just a dog sitting. She loves the music industry. Yeah. Yep. We did talk about that.
Mm-hmm. Zhuzh.
Zhuzh. Yeah. Well, as the group gets bigger, that definitely becomes more doable. Even as like the YouTube channel gets bigger and these platforms get bigger, like that does become a real thing that we could
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
Yep.
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 Yeah.
Yeah.
That is a great conversation. I know I've had that conversation many times. We're going to have to save that for another call.
That ministry is also a business, or ministry doesn't get to exist if it doesn't have a successful business behind it.
How it gets very intertwined.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Zoom in on Lenny's face right now. Is that the cooking video?
She she didn't like when we told her to do more of those. She didn't like that.
Apparently those take really long to create,
Yeah.
by the way. So the strategy there was like, okay, where are we at right now, like with Eleni's brand and this project and everything? It's like, what's the number one priority right now? It's okay, followers, numbers, engagement up, pushing traffic to the album, building this data, the email list, the saves on the song, like building the success there. What's the content that does the best for that top priority? The stuff that is more broad, that the most people that see it will engage with it. And that's like the performance videos of these cover songs that everybody knows and loves. But then it's like the people who keep coming back and fall further into that funnel. Okay, well, now they want a little bit more of Eleni and her personality. It's like, okay, what's like the ratio? Is it like an 80-20, a 90-10, a 70-30?
Actually, I saw a clip this week. I don't know if you guys know who Alex Hermosi is, but
70-20-10? Is that the clip?
Yeah, did you see that?
Yeah,
oh,
I
wait,
watched
I
it.
sent you the... Gosh, dang it.
Well, I did happen to see that one, Joey.
Yeah,
What are the chances?
yeah, I'm glad you found that one.
I should have sent you the link.
Yeah. Basically, what they're doing, their companies are worth $200 million. So they've got tons of companies that they work with. And their social media strategy right now for organic is 70-20-10. Basically, you're taking 70% of the types of content that works. Just keep doing it. Keep doing what you're doing. And then 20% of those is you are going to make content that's similar but adjacent. It's for that audience.
What do you need?
Adjacent. I tried to emphasize that so that I wouldn't get you. Okay.
Can I help you? Can I help you? What? Oh. This is my name though,
in
technically
quotes.
in Greek. On my arm, adjacent. There's so many ways we can play with that. Okay.
Songwriters.
Jerry,
Okay.
were you trying to say something? Was that the point?
Yeah, that was the exact point. I was trying to segue to talking more about Jason. No, the last thing is 10%. So those are just the off the wall
Moonshots?
pieces of content. Yeah. Like they could flop, they could not. I don't know. But 10% of the time they're just taking crazy moon shots. They're aiming for the moon, swinging for the fences. So honestly, if I look at your content, Eleni, you're kind of doing that. Right? I would say it's probably
the last few weeks.
It's probably 80% singing videos and then 10 to 20% of like family and right.
As of recent, I think she's leaned heavily into the performance videos. Yeah, she's like 100% right now.
Maybe that's how memorable your kitchen videos are. It feels like it was last week.
Next podcast. Do 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 do. Yeah. Mm-hmm. What if you don't, though? And just a quick thought, too. Have you been using stories for more of your personality? Well, yeah, but your feed is performance videos. It's like you go to any concert while the person's singing, you're gonna see one version of them, but you're not gonna see like their goofing around necessarily version or like personality. Oh, there it is. A ratatouille.
Oh my
It's like
gosh.
a ratatouille character.
You should run some tests.
Uh,
You should run some tests to see what content, which accent does the best for you.
You know what? Yeah.
Oh man, I don't know if I could do Australian.
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 I don't know. Oh man.
I've heard Australians are the
I don't know.
southern versions of
This is
people
difficult.
from Great Britain. It's a little bit more proper. And you say bloody for everything. It depends on what region you're from. I don't know where I'm from.
You didn't have a name ready.
I'm from Birmingham. That's what they say, Birmingham.
What's that called? Where you like get really close to the microphone,
ASMR.
but in different Bible verse accents? Yeah. Like, honestly, like, Elena, I know one of the big drawbacks was like all the time it takes to create. Like, you spend like 3 hours, you were saying, on some of that content, which is crazy. That cooking. What if?
Because you actually have to make the food, right?
Yeah. So like, what if you started with stories though, and it was like the whole point was that it's not perfect, and it's just funny, and you put it up and you do the thing and post it and just see where people land, and it's almost like they have to pay more attention to your stories to maybe get that aspect. That could be it. Because again, it's like a low maintenance, like, you know, it's like easy base hits. See, oh, that could slap as like the 10% content where you take shots on it.
Okay, we need to show them what Jay is doing with his content.
Where he's like taking viral stuff and
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean,
pull his up.
it's kind of...
He had a couple really, really, really
Dude.
pop off, like big. Now,
Shoot. What did we...
yeah. Yeah, because even on that one that you said before this, where they're layering the vocals, where they like teach you the different parts of it, like Lenny and Draw Me Close, that what we added on at that second chorus with those vocals, it's one of my favorite parts of it. It's so smooth. It's like you could do something around that potentially. But here's the kicker: for these, even the moonshots, can you still incorporate the reply rush keywords so that if one does explode, you still get to utilize the traffic? That's the kicker. So I don't know how you would do that per se, if like you can still have a funny thing and whatever, and then it's like, oh yeah, hey, by the way, comment worship and see what everybody comments. Wouldn't that work? Because like, dude, right here, imagine if Jay had reply rush set up. So this is a good friend of ours, an artist that we've done some projects with. He lives in Georgia, and he will be joining the network very soon. I'm gonna get.
We keep trying to get him to join.
He's gonna join.
He doesn't know about this whole...
Yeah.
Honestly, he's so close. Everybody hit him up with your affiliate link.
But Elena, you have to do all of your accents in that one voice message.
Can you do Russian?
And you can't tell him who you are.
Oh my gosh. She's got a name too.
Yarina.
Rina. Anyway,
Well, so the point of this was gonna be, yeah. Get the volume on.
I don't know if it's sending audio through it, but
So
here's what he does. He has
it's his song
it's
playing
his song with
underneath.
his face,
This is him.
and then he has it edited to where it'll pretend like he's flipping the screen, like he's there experiencing this.
He's not there.
He's not there.
These
at
cats are not where these are just viral. This is a viral clip. So he saw this going viral and he took this and spliced it with his reaction.
Again,
to it.
he does pop music. This is pop music.
Do the birds. I like the birds.
Yeah, this one got 17 million views on it.
And the thing popped off. Now, how many comments did that get, Joey? 1.8 million likes. This had to have gotten thousands of comments.
Almost 1,000.
Okay. Could you imagine if he would have had one of two things, that song that was playing in the background, having a prompt say, hey, if you like this song, reply this word and I'll send you the link. Bam.
Look how consistent he's getting these views. 20,000, 163,000, 363,000.
He finally broke 10K.
1.8, almost 1 million, 3.4. Dude.
Oh.
And that's
no, but that's the point,
that's
though.
the problem with doing memes.
Because
That's an issue.
it all has his music underneath, so it's getting his music technically heard. But the focal point isn't necessarily the music. It's kind of like the background thought.
I'm curious to know if he did the reply rush thing.
I want to
if that
know.
would smack his stream.
And that's why I'm waiting for him to join the network so we can get him on that, so he can start taking advantage of it. Because, again, what happens when you get 15 or 20 million people popping in and 2,000 people comment and 50% of them drop the keyword, and now you've got 1,000 people that just gave you information and, you know, a percentage gives you their email list and future saves and like all this stuff. It's like, That was the other thing that I was going to say. So there, you've got the side where you push them to the music, and then you've also got the side where like that piece of content could be like, oh, hey, by the way, comment whatever your name of your school group is, and you can see more of me, whatever. Absolutely. It's true. It's true.
Oh, I know all about that. We have friends that make money doing that. I don't know if you've seen that.
We've also played around with the idea of incorporating that into the network once
Into
it's
the
really
network.
big, having a day of the week where it's song submissions and song reviews. But what you were saying?
Yeah, like we have friends that do that, but it's like they go live on TikTok and then people have to spend money to like bump their song up in place to get like, so like it is a game. Like we've seen it, but
Yeah.
I don't want to play that game. Yeah.
Who?
That'd be fun.
Um,
We have one really big issue for the network, and this is kind of a side thing, but
it's
as
Joey.
it's me. Yeah, no.
Thanks for pointing that out, by the way. Thanks.
As you guys can tell, this stuff takes work. It's like like it takes work. Like even just showing up on a Tuesday. So that's one huge thing that's working against this.
Well, but we finally got this set up. This was the priority, like that we had to get figured out first.
It's the plants.
So now that we finally have palm trees behind us,
It's
now,
gonna make people want to freaking work.
yeah.
dude.
Now we can make content, boy. But that is actually a really good point though, because the next phase of this is us shifting into this influencer mindset, like all this, exactly what we're telling you guys to do. It's like, yeah, it's like, okay, how do we do the same thing with the same strategy? It's like, what are all the different viral concepts we could do? You know, which platforms are the ones that we want to heavily focus on the most? And I still have this idea for like the YouTube channel where I would like to get into more like long form content that isn't even polished per se. It's more just like very basic stuff, walking people through what we're doing and all this stuff where it, you know, it just, if somebody does see it and vibes with it and they keep coming back, that long form content can really build a solid fan base. But then of course we've got all these shorts, right? Like you can get a short 10 million or a reel or something, 10 million, 15 million views. Like, did we ever, I don't even know if I told you guys about this, but there was it's in the social media course. I think I reference her if you go through the social media course in the roadmap. And Ava? Yeah. No. Ava. What is that?
ASMR.
I know. Somebody haunting me? What is happening? Is it? Why does it have an accent? What is that?
Why is he Russian?
Why is he Russian? Ava, you can look her up. Absolute wizard when it comes to social media. She's like early 20s. But what she did was she had a video that she intentionally created, go mega viral, got like 9 million views or 7 million views. And she had her ManyChat, which is another version of Reply Rush, attached to it and got the keywords and had thousands and thousands of businesses, because her content was for businesses, commenting that keyword. They all got the thing. They flowed into her process. In a matter of like a month, they onboarded, I think she said 200 clients. That makes her over $4 million a year. And that's her move. Locked them all into yearly contracts, and she helps them build their company's social medias just like that. Because one piece of content went and popped off, but she had built a system behind it to capitalize on literally every piece of, you know, data that flowed through there, every person that clicked on that thing. So that's kind of why we're so adamant right now about helping you guys build the framework and the systems and everything behind it. Because once you have that, now it's just a matter of what is the very best piece of content that we can make for our niche and who we're trying to get to engage. And that's kind of like the next stage of growth for me personally. And I know for Joey as well, but like now once everything is set up and the checkerboard, all the pieces are laid out, now we get to become social media experts, right? Now we start diving in and testing stuff out and all that.
Are you playing checkers?
More than chess. I'm more of a checkers guy.
You're more of a checkers guy.
I do know how to play chess though.
Okay.
I learned in Boy Scouts in 5th grade.
We need more Boy Scouts content from you.
I had a lot of badges. I did pretty well. I was a good Boy Scout. It was the interview, right? Yep. Blonde guy. Yep. Thousands. Go to the classroom section, go to the artist roadmap, and then go down to the social media music strategy section. And then if you go to, okay, it's the some quick advice before you start. We talk a little bit what Lenny is doing. Actually, no, it is the step number 1, educate yourself. Here. Here it is. Yeah, click on this thing and watch this ad. Fantastic. That's not what we wanted. The podcast is called Jack Neal. And this is her. So find time to watch this. It will completely radically transform your idea about what you can achieve. Because, like, guys, literally, yes, she spent time mastering the social media strategy and the content strategy, but literally in one fell swoop with one video, locked in her entire clientele. Oh, he's got palm trees.
We had a lot of
too.
debates about the palm trees.
Reacher. No, not Jack Reacher. Jack Neal. Yeah. Yeah, we did. We might need more palm trees. He's got a lot of palm trees. She's an odd one. Yep. Yeah. And there's some other really insane interviews that I was watching of his where he was interviewing like a 17-year-old that has made many, 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 many millions from learning how to master YouTube Shorts. That is it. That's all he does. And it's just, we're going to start, I think in this spot right here, just start layering in podcasts, and just anytime we find something like this, we're just going to keep dumping it in there. If you guys ever find anything like that as well, any podcasts or whatever that you're pumped up about, drop them in the community section. We'll add them in. Only conspiracy theories, though. Nothing music related. Conspiracy theories only.
Well,
Great. Guys, good chat.
thanks for hanging out.
Stream your playlists. Stream those cheap playlists. Getting ready for Friday.
Don't do drugs.
Don't do drugs.
Stay out of trouble. We'll see you next week.
And invite your friends because we've got, one more week left?
One more week.
I think Alicia.
So far, is everybody winning right now?
I think Alicia is winning.
Or is
right
everybody
now.
losing?
No, Alicia is winning.
She's winning?
Yeah. Didn't she have one?
I have to do another scan here.
She's about to get her tuition for free. She actually makes money.
Wow.
Adios.
Adios, muchachos.